and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Well, hi there, folks. I'm Bob Sharp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about 5 things to give your painful back relief while you're watching TV. These are really simple to do, and they can make your life better.
And they're field tested, Bob.
Plus, we're doing a giveaway. So if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section.
That's right.
This week, we are giving away a Thermotex
Oh.
far infrared heating pad. I really want to show it real quick.
Right now, yeah.
We're going to show it later, too.
Absolutely.
So you can also go to Facebook. It'll be pinned at the top of the page. And go to TikTok, Twitter, or Instagram if you want a 60-second version of our program.
Absolutely.
We're doing a podcast now, too.
Oh, Bob, I know. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to hear myself on the radio or wherever it comes out.
You're on the radio. You're really with the times, Brad.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to, first thing, number 1, you could, when you're sitting, actually it's better for you to be slightly reclined.
Yes.
I mean, there's less stress on the back.
Mm-hmm.
But the big thing is you don't want to be in that rounded out posture when you're sitting, which means like on a couch or a recliner, a lot of them don't have a lot of support in them.
Yep, there might be wore out, and there's actually a hole. And sometimes you can buy them. They're just, it's
they're like that.
How can they even sell them, I always wonder. Or the soft, cushy ones. They're too soft and cushy.
Yeah, whenever I go to a family member's house, the first thing I do is grab a pillow and put it behind my back.
You don't bring your own.
I don't bring my own.
That's coming, though, I bet.
That's probably coming, the Bob Shrub pillow.
Yeah.
So a throw pillow like this works out really well.
Yeah.
You just, when you sit in the chair, put it in there, and it's going to keep you nice and straight versus slumping like this.
When you put that in there, you're going to feel it. Good support. If it feels like a big bump, you may have too thick of a pillow. You have to get a thinner one. But boy, I keep my chairs surrounded with what I need. All these things that we're talking about, actually.
Well, and you know, with all this stuff, this isn't one of the numbers, Brad, but you should try to make the sitting not prolonged. I mean, you should like maybe get up there into commercials, or I mean, nobody watches commercials anymore.
Commercials hardly exist.
Yeah, so get up every half hour or so and walk a little bit because that's going to make
you just got to pause. That's kind of nice.
Yeah. All right, if you are younger than 40 or 50, you might try, and you have back pain. You might try lying prone on elbows. I'm going to show that, Brad.
Now, that's a prone on. I have to think about that. Just show them.
Yeah, prone means onto your stomach.
Right.
Basically.
Prone.
But every so often, because throughout the day, you're doing a lot of bending forward like this, we're trying to take it into the opposite direction.
Right.
And so a good start to that is just to get up on your elbows and watch TV, for 5-10 minutes this way.
Right.
Just giving your back a break.
Yeah, it's actually reversing the arch, which is good. This lordosis right here, you want to maintain that. It's healthy. So, absolutely.
Yep. All right, number 3, Brad. At any age, you can try this one, and that would be like a 90-90 position.
Sure.
Now, you've done that before. Well, you want to lie down, Brad?
Yes, I do, Bob. I want to lie down. And actually, we could go to the extreme of putting that up.
The Thermotex?
No, the chair, the stool.
I was going to use this one.
Okay, that's fine. But typically, in your living room, you can put your legs up
on the ottoman or something like that.
Yep, ottoman, or you probably wouldn't have a chair like this, but a nice cushy one. And, that's one option for the 90-degree bend here. And when in the hips, that's how it became the 90-90 position.
Run in front of the camera.
Oh,
this one's not quite 90.
Don't block me,
But
Bob.
These leg wedges work really well. Brad, you like this?
I do. I think most people are going to find this very comfortable. Wow.
Yeah. Now, you fall asleep like that sometimes too, right?
Right.
You have one in your bed. And
if I've irritated my back by doing some silly yard work, I probably shouldn't have been doing, but I was motivated.
And then you might put an ice pack in.
Absolutely.
The low back.
I take the gel ice pack that's
especially if the back is flared up.
Yep. And I'll do this, I'm telling you, right where I've done this when I'm in the middle of yard work. It's like, oh my gosh, go in the house, do this for 20 minutes.
Sure.
And I can go back to work then.
This is a good example of managing your pain. He's actually stopping his work and doing this.
Right.
Now, they do have wedges that are what would you call that, triangle shaped? I mean, without the bump on here,
Right.
that you can actually lie on behind you.
Yeah, you're not going to put that on your legs.
No,
you're
put
going
that
to put there.
and it would just be a good way to keep your back straight while you're watching TV.
Exactly.
Like in bed.
Some
too.
people in bed, you don't,
Yeah.
and it protects your head. I do want to show them what else I do if I ever use the couch to take a nap. I still have a pillow here, but grab that other pillow behind you, Bob.
There we
because
go.
if you don't have the leg wedge, they're not too expensive actually, about $25-$30. But if you've got pillows lying around, this is the next best thing.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
It's something that it's going to take some of the stress off your back with that way. So when you're sleeping, same thing. You could put that in place.
You can finish the rest of the video.
All right, Brad. Next, we're going to talk about the. You want to grab your infrared?
Oh, sure.
I'll grab mine.
Absolutely. And he does mean mine. I took it from home this morning.
Yeah, he brought it from home. So I'm sure the grammar people are going to start talking about take and bring and all that too.
Yeah, we've got to get an English major on staff and help us out a little bit because we're a little slow, Bob, but that's all right.
So as we enter into the winter months, these things are really, these are the go-to.
You just wait for another month when it gets to be ice on the driveway and it's like, anyways.
So this is far infrared heat, which means regular heat only penetrates like a millimeter, very little surface.
Basically skin deep, superficial.
Any type of heat. Now this heat would we can actually show this on the ruler.
Yeah.
So on this heat, this is the regular heat.
Yeah.
The red represents that. Now this side represents, that's I think going all the way through, Brad.
Oh, that's if you double it up.
Yeah, if you double on both sides.
2.36 inches, which is right to there. It's going to...
I think, I'm sorry, it's on this side.
Oh, no wonder. Well, we moved. Did you notice our new digs? So some of our stuff is mixed up.
Off.
Yeah, it'll take a couple months, of course.
But that's how deep it penetrates.
So that's going to get through muscle. It's going to get into the joints. And it does not get in real aggressively. It's not a hot heat. It's a gentle warmth. We love them. We've had them for about 2 or 3 years now.
I bet you more than that, Brad.
Could be. Time flies when you're having fun.
And I know that the manufacturers of these, they have one in their lobby or two in their lobby now. I guess one's been there since 2001, I believe.
When they opened up.
Yeah.
And they leave it on 24/7.
They leave it on 24/7 because it only costs pennies a day to run.
Yeah. I mean, they are very well built. You don't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah. They take a while to heat up. They are expensive.
Yeah.
I'll say that too. If you use the link below, we can get you some money off on it. But
make sure, if you do really benefit from heat, especially deep heat, then it's going to be worth it too.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would just do it every night. I mean, I leave it on for hours. Because they found, I believe they had a study that showed like if you do it twice a day for like 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Yeah. And it does take that extra about 10 minutes to get that deep heat in there. But you won't get it if you're just using conventional hot pack for sure. It's going to be skin deep again. Right. So that's...
just keep it in your favorite chair. And the last thing you can try, number 5, is actually try some stretches while you're watching TV. Get down on the floor. Now, again, if you're younger, you're probably going to be able to try these. The extensions where you actually... you start prone on elbow, then eventually you go to hands underneath and you start bending the opposite direction. Just doing a couple of stretches like this every half hour. So
especially if you have a job where you sit a lot or you drive a lot, commute to work and back, that seated position, really, this helps counteract that posture.
For a lot of you, your pelvis is going to come up like this because you're tight.
Yeah.
So you try to keep your pelvis down and do micro ones to start off with, and then eventually work up into the full one.
I really don't think there's many people as flexible as you at your age, Bob.
Age 60. So, and Brad just turned 58.
Yeah.
Brad, do you want to show rotations and flexion probably too?
Sure, you bet. So this, you could do this on a carpeted floor. Works great. You can do these in bed. The one on your stomach, you can on bed, but that's not so good. So we're going to be in this hook line position where the knees are up. Relax, put your feet together here. You can do this with shoes on or shoes off. It's not that big a deal. And we're simply going to relax. Think of your shoulder blades being glued to the floor and just rotate so that your hips leave on one side. And that gets a little low back rotation, which is really nice for some circulation. And you only go as far as it's tolerated. A lot of times people, if you do have a back problem, one way will go easier than the other. keep it in the pain-free range. Eventually, the tight side typically loosens up so that it evens out. You know, I wouldn't do more than 10 to 15 of those.
Right.
That would
and
be
then you do a little bit of flexion.
right.
Now these are I'm not having everybody do these. You're figuring out which one of these exercises feel better to you.
That's a good point.
So Brad's just doing a little bit of flexion there
Yep.
of the hips and
sometimes double knees.
Sometimes double. Yeah.
That does feel good. Now I've got spondylolisthesis. You know, a
and
small
that's why it feels good for him.
Yeah, I won't do the one laying on my stomach because of that.
And I won't do that one. I mean, that's more for spinal stenosis or spondylolisthesis.
Yes.
So. All right, that's it, Brad. That's all 5.
Wow, we're done already.
Yeah, we're already done.
Time really flies when you're having fun.
I hope you guys are having fun too.
I thought we were going to get distracted by the people putting the cables in.
Yeah.
Never even thought about it.
Yeah.
Adios.
Peace. Adios.